this. There's the link. Sorry if you hear me sniffing a lot during this, I've still got a bit of a cold.
I've really enjoyed my time.
Last but not least, on Facebook. Oops. Now go away. Don't be annoying, come on. Well, I'll stream this on TikTok as well. Wow, I say stream on TikTok, they're not fond of it, are they? Very much. Are they? Very much. Pause you. I think we're all sorted. I'll have to put you there. Oh my god, come on. You did a good job, I went live for 10 seconds. Right, hang on. It's been a while since I've done all this, isn't it? So much faff at the start of every live stream, isn't there? Heck, what a faff. Right, there's got to be a quick way to do all this. I don't know. Right, today, what did I say I was doing today? 2. Oh. Right. Oh my goodness. I've got no idea what the, what do you call it? What are they called? Rewards, gifts, whatever. You can set up a gift thing. I don't even know what they are. Right, let's go. Flipping heck. What a palaver. I've drawn it so long. It feels weird. So just move this over a wee bit. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? There's too much stuff. Yeah, there's too much stuff. Ah, it's annoying. Oh, never mind. Why is there a stain on my page? It's not going to let me go any further than that, is it? For God's sake. There's something in there. If I do that, then I move that over, and then I can do this perhaps. Can I move you over a bit more? To put you in there. Hey Coop, how's it going, man? How have you been? I'm all over the gaff at the minute. I just simply don't have enough room on my desk. Me? Rotten, pal. I've been absolutely rotten. I think it was sinusitis that I've caught. I think. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. It's just a guess because that's what's absolutely destroyed me. I think I'm getting over it, but I still feel like my head still feels really fuzzy and like I still feel a bit clogged up, but I've kind of had my week off, if you like, but yeah, it's alright. It's just a bit of blocked up face in it. It's not the end of the world, but just means not being able to function properly. It's just frustrating more than anything else because you you just kind of fall behind on some of the things you have to do. Like the house got a bit of a mess because I've not been able to sort certain things. You get behind on all the editing stuff I've been trying to do. Do you know what I mean? It's just frustrating is the word I would use. But like I say, it's not the end of the world. You just crack on, don't you? How have you been anyway? You been good? Have a good Easter weekend? Yeah, I'll be fine. I think I'm getting over the worst of it. It's just because it's like the last sort of dregs. It's just feel a bit weak and a bit. Ugh. But no, I'll live. Happens, doesn't it? Oh, nice. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, sounds good. It's just, yeah, I mean, I don't really celebrate it. It's just an event in the year for the kids. That's the way I see it. Like if I didn't have any kids, I wouldn't quote unquote celebrate it. It would just be an excuse to get a chocolate egg. Yeah, nothing would change for me. Like I don't follow any of the traditions or religions around it. It's or like, was it you don't eat meat on the Friday or whatever? No, fuck off. No. I'll be gorging myself, thank you. That's what the family is religious. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm 100% with you there, buddy. Like, I've got no problem. I think people should be free to celebrate anything they want in any way they want. That's the beauty or the purpose of living in a free world, isn't it? Free society. But it's just, I don't get the idea of taking offence at other people living their lives differently. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, it's all been commercialised. It's like, well, why let it affect you? Like, go and celebrate it your own way. Like, don't participate in the commercialisation of this event that you celebrate. Make sure you do it in the way you want to. And if people don't want to join in, that's fine as well. It's all good. We can all go about our lives in exactly how we want to do it. It's fantastic. I suppose I got lucky in one way that my parents weren't religious. I think their parents were heavily religious, but mine weren't. I don't think they gave a toss. Vinny, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Like right now, this is how I can tell that's my sinuses. Like right now, I can feel like a pressure and a heat right underneath my eye, like between my eye and my ear. Like I'm like I know it's there, but I'm gonna. The thing is that like I'm on stream, I don't want to be blowing my nose on stream. It's disgusting. It's gross. But I can feel it right there. It's doing my flipping head in. You had a good Easter weekend, didn't you? Do anything interesting? Oh, what's been going on, man? Everything all right? Oh, thank you for the likes, Finn. Really appreciate it. What we're drawing, it's kind of hard to describe. So these are the drawings that I normally do. And they are inspired mainly by... I'm streaming this on YouTube and on TikTok as well. So if like one side is wondering who I'm talking to, that'll be why. But yeah, they're inspired by 16-bit video games. Like R-Type, Axiom Verge, Cyber Shadow, Super Metroid. So like the sort of atmospheric buildings and ships that you kind of see in the background. So I really like the sort of limited colours and limited shapes they're able to bring out these really sort of heavy sci-fi arenas. And so they're the kind of drawings that I kind of sort of pull out of them. Also as well, graffiti is a really big inspiration for me as well. But these are the sort of ones I've done so far. This is the 45th drawing. I'm currently in the process of editing a lot of these too. So I'm just trying to figure out, like I've got some print paper. I'm just trying to figure out the best settings to use. I'm currently printing some out. That'll be made available to buy. So that's one of the ones I've done that's printed out. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that'll be... They shall be available at some point. Oh, nice. Yeah, graffiti is probably my favourite art style in the world. I absolutely adore it. I've been working on, so some of the lads that I'm speaking to on, on YouTube now, they've seen these before, but I've tried pulling out some graffiti alphabets from this kind of work that I do. So like, as I nearly smash everything off the desk. So for example, I made an alphabet. So I'll see what you think since you're a fellow graffitiist. So I made an alphabet out of, I've tried to pull one out of the sort of style of drawings that I do. So that's similar to, say, this one here that you see. And then the idea was to use it as a template. And I managed to create, sorry, my graffiti scrapbooks all over the gaff. Yeah, I managed to create, well, I tried to kind of make them to see if I could kind of make some graffiti works out of it. So I did a couple of graffiti sketchbooks that I recorded on my YouTube channel, but they weren't quite up to snuff. I thought, I mean, they're better. I think they are better, but it's still like a work in progress. But recently, I've really not had time to kind of work on it because I've had so many other things to do. But I'm definitely going to return to it. And then the most recent alphabet I was working on was this one. Can you see the Y and the Z? Yeah. So I've tried to try to kind of find an alphabet out of it, trying to pull graffiti out of it because I wanted it to be unique. But it's very, very hard. And thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been working on. But no, thank you for the follow and thank you for all the likes. Really appreciate it. Oh. Yeah, any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask away. That's what these streams are all about, just kind of getting people to check it out, see if they like it, see if they want to kind of follow more drawings. I've not been drawing as much as I want to recently. Like I said, I felt ill, annoyingly, so I kind of had a week off. And I've been really trying to get this online store up. So like print these drawings that I'm doing now, I'm trying to sort of edit prints of them. And I also have 2 original pieces that are for sale. That need to go on the website. Not many people know about them. They are in, I think this is the pinned video in my TikTok. One of them's already sold, but I'm looking to sell the other 2. So just give me 1 sec, Finn. I'm just reading what Ernie and Kuba are chatting on YouTube. Jesus, Ernie, I hope you and your sister are okay. Well, I hope your sister's okay. Like, obviously, it's traumatic for yourself, but that sounds frightening. I hope she's on the road to recovery. Yeah, best wishes to your sister, my friend. I hope she's okay. And I hope you're okay as well, obviously. Gonna watch some Orville side by side. Do it. I still need to finish season 1 of that. I think I'm on about episode... What episode did I get up to? 7 or 8? Something like that. I was really enjoying it as well. I think it's really good. But yeah, I am streaming this both on YouTube and on TikTok. Oh, and I have a message. How delightful. It is from... Oh, thank you, Finn. Yes, all the likes. Yeah, I can imagine, man. That's flipping frightening. Like when you hear things like that, like if your family members, like I remember when nothing as bad as that, but like when you sort of hear a family member get injured or something, and you absolutely, your ass falls out thinking the worst. I mean, it's so whenever anything's like that's happened with me, it's been okay. Nothing as serious as what you're describing, but it's flipping. But yeah, I'll be doing more. The volume of drawing will be increasing in the next few weeks. It's just I need this next week or so to get all these prints sorted and the website up and blah blah blah. You same old shizer. Oh my hand. Thank you so much for all the likes, Finn. I appreciate it. Like I said, just trying to get my more eyes on my work. And on TikTok as well, I've started gaming, so this is the kind of thing I do during the day. I'll do my normal sketches, my normal drawings, and then I will, whenever I get to go and play some games at night when I'm just sort of winding down, I'll stream that as well. I'm currently playing Ocarina of Time. So if anyone likes to view a bit of video gaming, I'll be doing that on an evening. Not every night, but just when I can. I may carry on with that tonight, actually, because I've not been on it in a while. I did an hour the other day, but I weren't massively feeling up for it. I should stress as well, because I'm getting asked this more and more frequently. I unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to read it, I do not do NFTs. Not for any particular moral reason, I just don't do them. I just like to draw away in my sketchbook, print them out, or package up the originals and send them on their way. That's just how I like to draw. If NFT's your thing, I've got no problem with that. It's just not something I do. I feel I should stress that because I'm getting asked quite a lot recently about NFTs. Again, if it's your thing, not a problem. It's just not something I do. Oh, nice one, Coob. I'll give that a listen to after I've done this. No, not at all, Finn. Even if people are in here for just a few minutes, honestly, I'm always thankful for your time. Even if you're in here just for a few, and dropping all your likes, so it's not a problem. And thank you for keeping the stream up as well, Looney, whilst you're watching a bit of telly. I always appreciate that. I don't even know how many are in here in YouTube. I'm up to 282 subs though in YouTube. 282 subscribers. I do need to post more things on YouTube though. I have thought about live streaming my games as well on YouTube. I have thought about that. But I don't know how you're able to do it. To both. Like, I don't think I'd be able to stream through TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I don't think that's possible. Oh, I don't know, it might be. Because when you do it through TikTok, you do it directly through TikTok's studio when you do it on a PC, don't you? And then, so I could do it through YouTube. I could do it... Will it let me do two at a time? I don't know. I don't know, internet, you tell me. I'm new to this gig. You'll have to tell me what's possible. I always feel like my shoulders need cracking. I draw. But yeah, it does say all the likes and stuff on TikTok. Apparently it does encourage more people to come in, or... Not encourage, I don't want to say encourage people to come in, that's probably the wrong way to say it. For You page, that's what I mean. Like it pops up on people's For You page, that's too much. Yeah, there you go. What colours do you like? Mine is black. So I like working in black. I like working in neon colours. So is it this book here? Yeah, so I do coloured versions of these things as well. So like landscape versions. So like that's probably more a better representation of sort of the structures and stuff that I draw. So I wanted to do prints of these, but the problem is, so there's another one, is that because of the colour of the paper and the fact that I've drawn on both sides, so stuff like that, oops, is to edit away all the kind of dots and, you know, sort the colours out and all that other stuff. That's probably my favourite one, actually, one of them. I'd say that's one of my favourites. It would take too long, so... Yeah, there you go, that's all the neon stuff, that's probably better. But, so I've bought a new sketchbook. It's a plain white page sketchbook, multimedia sketchbook, to do those kind of drawings that I can actually sell as originals and scan to print. Which is a shame, like I can't print any of these off because the time it would take to edit them would just be ridiculous. Do you ever mess up? Yeah, all the time. The good thing about these kind of drawings that I do, because they're kind of I suppose, what's the word you're looking for? They're more kind of doodles or sketches, however you want to put it, and there's no set sort of structure of these. So if I mess up, so for example, if I were to do a line, say up here, so like this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, or I kind of do that, it's not a problem because I can just go, okay, let's turn it into something. So I can just kind of do this, draw over it, block out that bit there, and now it's not an issue. Because it's just, I just draw where I think a line or a shape might look good. There are some of my drawings that are a bit more structured, so I mean this one isn't. The point of this sketchbook is just I'll just draw whatever. I'll have like a very, very rough idea, and you know, that might be it. The two drawings though, you move that, 'cause but there are some drawings that are a little bit more structured. So the two original pieces that I've got left, so that's an original piece that's up for sale now. That wasn't really planned, although I wish I planned it more, but that one was. So that one I had to kind of pick the colours, I had to pencil in all the shapes first. It just depends what I want to draw. But this sketchbook, nothing's ever planned in this sketchbook. What's your website called? So my website isn't up yet. The reason it's not up yet is because none of the prints are ready yet. Like I say, just before Easter, I was in the middle of the ones that I've showed, the one that I showed you already. So I've edited. I think there's 3 that I've edited. I think the plan is to have 10 fully edited, and also as well, I've got 2 different types of paper. So I've got like a matte paper and a photo gloss paper. I'm doing some test prints to see what paper it looks best on. Then when they're all laid out, sort of in front of me, I can then put the website up. But I think I'm pretty positive I'm going to use Shopify. And then I'll be taking pictures of all my work, and it's just there immediately. So I don't want to have the website up with nothing on it, and then people start asking me to buy stuff and it's not ready yet. That's stupid. I'm just creating more pressure and more work for myself. But like I say, it's because I'm really new to this. Like, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm winging it a little bit. The last time I checked, well, I can't even remember what my name was going to be called. But yeah, I need to check the availability of names and stuff on Shopify to see if I can use it. So I can't really give you a name what I even want to call it, because I don't want to say, oh, my website's going to be called this. I go to Shopify, go to create that name, and it's not available. So yeah, I'm not going to say what the name of the website is until I know for sure that the name's available. But yeah, just watch this space. They'll be up as soon as possible. Like I said, there has been a couple of delays because, like I say, I'm really new to this, so I'll think, right, I just need to do this. I'll start doing this part of the project I need to do, and then a problem will crop up. I'm like, oh, I've got to deal with this now. So yeah, because it's my first time doing this, it's just I'm kind of running into problems that I didn't even think of. So I've got to deal with them. So it's always delayed and delayed and delayed. The only thing I could say is it's just as soon as possible. Like, it'll be as soon as humanly possible. But they are on their way. But yeah, I'll have originals, which are a bit more expensive. And then I'll have prints, which are a bit more reasonable. And then once I've kind of settled in and got those prints up, there'll be, I can kind of venture off and do more types of projects. Draw whatever masterpieces, every one of them. Thank you, Koo. I suppose what I mean by whatever is the thought process. Sometimes it's just a bit of, like this one here, it's just, nah, I'll do this, I'll draw that, I'll put this shape here, put that line there, colour this bit in. Yeah, so it's not like a... It's not pre-planned. Like I say, some are, but the ones in this sketchbook, the idea of this sketchbook is they're not. It's just me pissing about. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I know what you mean, Coob. Like, I suppose the way I'm kind of describing it in my head is because I've kind of got like a mindset of how I like to kind of draw. A lot of them do end up looking good. Some of them end up looking shite, by the way. Some of them do end up looking poo-poo, but that's why I don't mind it in this sketchbook, because that's the whole point of it. It's, you know, some of them end up looking quite good, some of them not so much. But it's all good. I think what I might do is I might get to 50. So this is number 45. I might get to 50. And to make life easier for myself, because people tend to really like these ones, I might get another sketchbook that's not dot grid. That's not a dot grid one. And start using plain paper more. I think I'm probably ready to kind of go beyond that. I'm just thinking more like if people want more prints of these kind of works, it's just making it easier for myself. It's just less editing to do, less faffing to do. Like I might do like a surprise drawing in this one. Every now and again. So normally what happens as well, when I get about an hour into these drawings on TikTok will all of a sudden pipe up and say, oh, not a lot's happening here, so we're going to end your stream for you. And it's like, all right, nice one. So I'll pre-warn you now, if that does happen, it's not me ending the stream, it's just TikTok have got bored with it. Because they think I'm doing nothing. It's like, I understand, like I suppose the mechanism they have to stop people just hitting live, doing nothing and making money from it. But the confusion is, why do you do that an hour into a stream where I clearly have been drawing? Like, look, this ink hasn't appeared from nowhere. I have clearly been drawing. But yeah, all your likes and comments and shares on TikTok and YouTube, always appreciated. Thank you very much. Helps the channels grow, helps more eyes find my work. feel like my ears need to pop. Oof. Like I feel like I'm on an aeroplane, you know, like just before you land and your head kind of goes, and then when your ears pop, it's like bang. Feels like that. Yeah, I'm quite early today. It's just because it's just me and my daughter in the house today. The missus and my son have gone to the seaside. So I don't know why, like everything's kind of been done. So I'm like, yeah, I'll stream now. And then, like we've already eaten and stuff, but like if she needs anything later, you know, it means I can be done. I don't know what the time is now. What time is it now? 20 past 5, yeah. Like if I'm done by about 6-ish or 6:30. I don't know. It just felt like a more comfortable time to kind of go on today. But yeah, I was still feeling a bit ropey yesterday. And like it was a big Easter Monday kind of roast dinner that with the family around and stuff. I thought, no, I'm not doing anything today. I'll move yesterday's streams to today, and then I'm like it'll be normal service resumed. But yeah, I'll see how I feel later. I might crack on with Ocarina of Time. Stick that on. Yeah, I've just been teaching my kids about that. They're on at school. They're learning about the time, and I was saying to them, I remember at school, there was a kid who, when you're learning to write the time down, like you know where the hands on the clock are. Like if it was say 1:15, 1:30, 1:45, somebody put 45 minutes past 1, which is correct. Like they didn't get penalised for it, but I remember the teacher saying to them, it is correct, but the way you would say it is 1:45, because it's quarter of an hour until 2 o'clock. So it's just like a shortened way of saying it. 5:30 is 5:30, so it's half the hour past 5 o'clock. Like I think Americans kind of say it like that, don't they? So it's like 5:30 or 5:45 or whatever. But yeah, we say 1:45, 1:15. We always say it kind of like that. Just say it as you're comfortable with. You will never find 6:30 would be... Oh, so you say it to the... So 6:30 would be 5. So you're saying at 5:30 until 6 o'clock as opposed 5:05. Yeah, I know what you mean. Although you will never hear a more heated argument, especially in the UK, for what we call... I don't even know how I would call it. So a bread roll. So like when you make a sandwich, you've got 2 pieces of bread and you put a bit of meat in it. That's a sandwich, right? Or you've got a bread roll, a bread bun. So it's more of like a rounder shape. Now in the UK, there's like 1,000 different ways to say that. Like a cob would be one. A barm cake, bread roll, bread cake, bread bun. Depending on whereabouts in the UK you're from, the amount of arguments and the amount of ways people say that, like especially in the north of England, it's a bloody barm cake, it's a bloody bread cake, a bread bun, or a butty is another one, chip butty. I'm surprised a war hasn't been started over that, to be honest. Yeah, bread roll, I think I'd call it. It's a very Yorkshire thing, I think, as well. A bloody barm cake, bloody bread cake. Yeah, I think bread roll is the most kind of common way to say it. Yeah, the way people argue about it though, fucking hell. Who gives a toss? Put a bit of butter and meat between it and get it down your throat. Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's yeah, in the UK there's we have very passionate arguments about such things like breakfast, dinner and tea. Right, so if you're from the south, you say breakfast, lunch, dinner. But if you're from the north, you say breakfast, dinner, tea. And it's like sacrilege if you're from the north and you get it wrong. It's like you're from bloody north, you say your breakfast, your dinner and your bloody tea. Your bloody lunch and your dinner. What's that on about? Get wrapped across the fucking knuckles if you say it wrong. Stop yapping, start scranning. Yes. 1,000% right. Stop your gums flapping and start your gums chewing. Just fucking eat. Yeah, we have very strange arguments. You can't keep a good dog down. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, I feel like my shoulder needs to crunch again. What's going on? It does say 4 people are in YouTube watching. Hello everyone in YouTube watching. All 4 of you. Appreciate it. Got 4 on YouTube and 2 on TikTok. Hello to everybody. Thank you for tuning in to watch my pokey little stream where we talk about bread and food and all sorts of stuff. whilst I draw some nonsense. I've let my iPad drain all its battery. Oh, I still really need an iPad. Well, I say I need one. I would like one. My mum's just given my kids her iPad because she doesn't use it anymore for their schoolwork, which I find a little bit annoying. Like, they always say, oh, there's this times table thing. Is it called TT Rockstars or something? Oh, but you've got to log into it. And it's a bit presumptuous to say that every family has got enough computers for the children to use as well. It's like, just a bit thing. Like, the only computer we've got in my house is my massive PC, but I'm on that all the time. We did have there's like a laptop we had, but it's old and shitty. It doesn't really work. And my son's only just got a phone this year, like, so he can now use that. But for like the years leading up to that, it's like, no, he didn't have technology. He's got a PS4 and stuff, but obviously you can't use your PlayStation to nip on the school's website to do your times tables, can you? But yeah, that just annoyed me. I thought it's a bit presumptuous to think that all kids just magically have iPads or computers of their own. They're not flipping cheap. But yeah, I'm still saving up for an iPad. I've got 500 quid's worth of drawings that I could sell. But at the minute, Times Tables Rockstar. Yes, Finn. Oh, I've just had another follow. I can't read that because... No, go away. What does that say? Delirium Dreamer, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Yeah, TC Rockstars. Yeah. Thankfully, I think anyone who has children will kind of have the same thing. Like, your two kids are really different. Like, my son is very, very good kind of academically. Like, he's really shy. He doesn't get involved with, like, you know, putting his hand up. Like, he's not a teacher's pet. He hates being involved. Like, he doesn't even feel comfortable getting praised. Like, if the teacher turns around to him and says, oh, you've done a really good job, he's like, yeah, whatever, shut up. So he doesn't struggle with schoolwork. Like, he's quite good at figuring problems out on his own, so it's not a problem at the minute. But my daughter, who is the complete opposite, who's larger than life, like, really approachable, really friendly, really kind, all that kind of stuff, like, she struggles sort of academically. She's not as good in that area, so she would need that assistance more with TT Rockstars and stuff. I mean, thankfully, like I say, we've got an iPad and stuff now that she can use when the time comes. But yeah, thankfully, my son's kind of done okay without it. Yeah, if you're that concerned, just send them out like a worksheet. I don't know why that's not proper. Just print them out a worksheet. Send it home and you can practice. If need be. Loving the line work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So the reason I'm doing that is because I can't see the writing over the white paper. It's all thingy. But Delirium Dreamer, thank you very much for your kind words. Yeah, that's kind of the sort of stuff that I normally do. And I'm currently working on prints as well for these as well. Is your son called Zach? He is not. My son is not called Zach. Although I am nearly going to sneeze. Oh, I hate that. Oh, my eyes are watering. 1 sec. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry about that. No, my son is not called Zach. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think a few kids are like that though, where they just don't like the sort of spotlight. They're quite good at doing the work, and they're kind of happy to get on at their own pace, and they can just quite comfortably do it, but they just don't want to kind of get involved with answering questions and all that kind of stuff. He's just always been that way. It's amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, like I say, Delirium. I've got 2 originals that I'm looking to sell. Like, not really many people know about them because I've only pinned them as a video on my first, on my TikTok, but they're kind of 2 that I've drawn on Bristol Strathmore paper. That one and that one. So they're 2 originals that I'm looking to sell. That one is £300 and that one is 220. No, 200. They are listed on the video. I'll have to check. I did 3, but I sold 1, and the one I sold was 225, I think. Yeah, so I measured it by the hours. That's how I got to that. And then prints of these ones will be available. These will be, I think these will run around 25, I think. Yeah, I need to price it all up when they're all ready to go, kind of thing. And I'm also going to be doing some A6 prints, which will be about £10–15. So I do these as well. Well, not that. That's awful, by the way. I hate that. But these ones, these are smaller prints. These will be about maybe £15. There you go. That's my favourite one that I've done. Yeah, all these will be, like I said, lots of editing. That's so the only drawing I'll be doing really over the next couple of weeks is just streaming this and my Arteza series, which I also do. That'll probably be the only drawing I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. All my other time is just going to be taken up by editing, scanning all these pictures in, faffing about with the settings to make them look nice, making sure the prints on the paper look good, and rinse repeat. So all the boring stuff, but it's got to be done. It's one of those where it's the kind of thing you need to do. It's one of those where with this kind of work you just want to sit down and draw all the time, but you have to accept that there are going to be bits of it that aren't going to massively interest you, but you need to get it done. And because I'm a bit, I don't know if I actually am OCD, but one of those things where I suppose a OCD trait being like I'll think of a new idea, get super duper excited about it, start cracking on with it, and then before I know it I've got like 5 or 6 projects that I've started and none of them are done. So the only thing I'm focusing on is just getting that shop up, because I've said for so long I need to get the shop up and I need to get it ready, and like I said, delays keep happening because I keep running into problems that I didn't even think about and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, just get that done, and it's just one less stress to worry about. I'm in a similar boat. Wish I could draw all day. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. I think my problem was that, like with the graffiti stuff I mentioned earlier, like I wanted to do that alongside this stuff, but I was kind of thinning out my work a bit too much, and I don't think I'm ready to put out proper graffiti stuff yet. It's just not good enough. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the graffiti stuff I'm doing at the minute. That's why I've got that scrapbook and I'm just practicing. But I've even had to put that on hold. And I've just said to myself, right, really focus on putting out your prints, putting out your main bulk of work to start making money from. It's always, obviously it's going to be slow at first. Like, you know, you're not going to have that big a following. Not many people are going to know about your work. So just focus on getting that really narrow set of work. So this, the A6 stuff, and the original pieces, that's kind of your bread and butter. Just keep rolling through those, make sure they get put on the shop. And then when that starts ticking over and you get a decent, you know, you're following kind of ups on YouTube and TikTok and whatever, then you can expand out. But just focus on this first. It's hard, but, you know, you've got to do it. Oh, thank you, Finn. I appreciate it. I found some old stuff that I did, graffiti-wise. Can I get that off the shelf now? I'll see if I can I'll show you what I did. This was years ago I did this. And again, I stopped doing this because I was at uni doing game design and so much stuff on my shelf, for God's sake. That went tits up. Can I? Is it in here? I think it's in here. Is it in here? Where is it? Got the wrong one. Oh, there's a graffiti piece I drew ages ago. I can't remember where it's gone. I thought it was in here. I don't know. If I remember where it is next time, I'll whip it. I've got like 10 sketchbooks over here. I've got about 10 sketchbooks on my shelves over that way. Yeah, that I did years ago, and they started looking okay. Well, at the time, anyway. But then I went to university and did video game design, which. What a waste of time that was. Fuck me. So I was kind of doing 3D work for most of that. So I stopped drawing for years because I was always on like 3D software and 3D programs and stuff. So it's just taken me a good couple of years to kind of relearn how to draw. Yeah, I've said it for a while. Like I've said before, haven't I, that I was going to kind of run through all my old sketchbooks, what I've been drawing. Going to hop off now. Take care. Good luck with the piece. Cheers, Coob. Thank you very much for popping in. Always good to see you. Like I said, the next time I'll be streaming drawing stuff will be Friday, but I'll probably be on in between on TikTok playing some games and stuff. But thank you for popping in. Love looking at my old art. Yeah, it's fun. Like to see what your drawings used to look like. Like I have a memory of a car that I drew, and I remember being really happy with it, thinking, "Oh wow, I can't believe I drew that." And then I've looked back on it now, and obviously I can see it's not perfect. Oh, here we go. Yeah, TikTok's done the thing. Look. TikTok detected inactivity. There you go. Always after about an hour. Always. So then you've got to do that stupid puzzle thing. It's ridiculous. So I've been drawing an hour. Where do you think this picture's come from, TikTok? It didn't just manifest out of thin air. I've been drawing it, you divvy. But anyway, yeah. So there was this car, that I drew, and I thought, how old was I when I drew? Maybe 14? I think I was in year 10 at school when I drew that. In fact, I might know which one that's in, actually. Is it in here? I think it's in this one. Oh no, but that graffiti bit I was on about, I found that. Have I found it? Is this it? No. Where is it? Where is it? I'll know the folder as soon as I see it. I'll know what folder it's in. Where is it? Is that it? Oh, I think I found it. Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Found it. So, I'll do the car first. So the car that I drew, if I can find you, that was it. So I drew that when I was 14. And I remember loving that. And I was like, oh wow. Like I look at it now and think, okay, it's not perfect, but and then I drew, I think the same year I drew that, Aston Martin. And then a couple of years after, maybe when I was 17-ish. I don't know if you got that on YouTube as well, actually. So that was the one I drew when I was 14. And then I drew a AC Cobra. I think this was a few years later. I might have been 17 or 18 when I drew that. I don't know if you can really see that, because yeah, so I drew that. I used to like drawing cars, so I drew that when I was about 17 or 18. And I was thinking, oh yeah, it still looks pretty good. Like obviously I can see it differently now, but yeah. And then the graffiti bit I found, or some of the graffiti stuff I drew when I was early 20s. I think I drew this. So that, although I think I made a mistake with the orange on the back. So for the YouTubers. Yeah, I drew that when I was maybe 20, what, my early 20s? In and around there. That was another one I did. That one was a bit nicer. Yeah, early 20s, in and around there. I think when I visited my folks, I think I drew them. Oh, thank you. But like I say, when I went to university, I just stopped. I stopped drawing all that kind of stuff. And also as well, like, this was sort of in the late 90s, early noughties, where the kind of, I suppose, attitude around art and having a career in it was really different. So there was no YouTube or anything back then. It was kind of the whole attitude of you have to have like a degree to be able to have a job in something like that. And I didn't. Like you needed permission, like a bit of paper or something to say this person is qualified to do this. So I kind of had it's one of the reasons I was very obsessed about going to university, because I thought I need that qualification to be able to do this kind of thing. And then as time has kind of gone on, like as you realise, no, you don't. You can, with artwork especially, you can just go and do it. Like you don't need permission, you don't need qualifications. If you're good at it, people will watch it, people will buy it. You've just got to put the hard work and dedication in. I think that applies to everything. So that's kind of been what I've tried to do. See, I'm hoping, because I've only been doing this kind of art for about 1.5 years now, well, maybe closer to 2 years now. But like I say, because I'm sort of new at this, I don't know how exactly to set it up, so I'm kind of winging it. You know, thankfully, I've had quite a lot of people kind of join, and you know, I've got there's a good group of people on YouTube that always join in, like Coob, Uni, Dead Hand, who's not in at the minute. You know, we've got a good sort of little following on YouTube and TikTok now. Try and help each other out. It's really good. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, anytime any sort of people follow and they, you know, they do artwork as well, I'm always interested. Like, I'll always follow them, always try and shout out their work. Like Coob, who's just been in on YouTube, he does some amazing drawings, and he does music as well. Some really cool electronic and sort of synth tunes. They're really good. And, like, you know, you wouldn't know about these people if you didn't jump in and all that sort of stuff. I just started TikTok stuff. 34 years old, really, folks. Love it. I'll give you a follow, Delirium, and you as well, Finn. Fellow artist. I'm 39 this year. I think sort of kids who went to school sort of in the 90s and noughties, sort of before the YouTube, TikTok generation, it was kind of that middle ground. Like, when I went to university, I went to uni in 2004, and game design courses didn't exist. Like the one I was on, there was the one I went to, and maybe a few others around the country were the first of that year, and it just failed miserably. Like, they didn't really know what to do, what to teach. It was just learn this 3D modeling software and model a chair. Like, so I don't really feel like I'm designing anything. I just feel like I'm just modeling objects in 3D. Like, it didn't really feel like anything. And then you kind of come out of that and you're a little bit in limbo, like, what the hell do I do? It wasn't what you thought. And then a little bit late, like the younger kids sort of in the sort of early 20s, they kind of grow up with this sort of stuff. They're on YouTube and TikTok all the time, you know, and if you're good, they know how to take advantage of it and set up their own stuff. But it's just when you start getting into it yourself, you're always thinking, what do I do, and all that kind of thing. I think it's always nerve-wracking as well, putting your stuff online. You always wonder, like, what people are going to say, but or how people are going to react to you. But I don't know. I think I'm at the age where I can just think, oh, fuck it. If people don't like it, then what are you going to do? As long as enough people turn up and say they actually do like it, then you'll be all right. But yeah, I think what I'll do is, I've said this for a while, I think I'll do a video. This will all be after my shop's up and stuff. I'll get all my old sketchbooks, because there was a time after university where I was trying to learn. I did movie posters and stuff. I can't show you it because it's on my phone, but I might be able to show you it actually. No, I don't know, it's too awkward. Yeah, I did digital paintings, like on Photoshop and stuff. And I wanted to learn anatomy to try and expand my skills by drawing movie posters of film characters and things like that. And it was so hard. So I've got like 4 sketchbooks of me just drawing heads and bodies and stuff. And I couldn't get it. Like, I just couldn't draw the way I wanted to draw. I just found it so difficult. And I thought, you know what? This is something I probably should have done at uni instead of a stupid game design course. But yeah, and it kind of led me, I think it was during COVID, it led me to kind of rethink what I wanted to draw and how I wanted to pursue my art. I look at a semester of, I took a semester, yeah. 1000% true. Everything is 100% learnable if you want to learn. Well, I suppose, like, ultra complicated things, like obviously advanced math and science and STEM, I guess, yeah, but I suppose creative topics like music and sort of film editing and things like that, drawing especially, yeah, it is absolutely self-teachable. Like, there might be some areas where you need help. That's what I mean when I talk about the anatomy stuff. Because I tried it for, I think, about 1.5 years. I tried to teach myself, but I just couldn't do it in the way I wanted. I couldn't make it look the way I wanted it to look. It was too, I suppose because I like drawing maybe complex shapes like this, like complex. But I suppose shapes like this, and I prefer to kind of be a bit more free thinking with my art. And all my faces and heads ended up looking the same, and I didn't like that. So yeah, it's not that I couldn't necessarily draw a face or a head. It's just I couldn't draw it creatively in the way I wanted it to look. So I just thought, nah. And I didn't enjoy it. I think that was the biggest thing. I didn't enjoy drawing anatomy. I just found it too much of a grind. And I couldn't make my work stand out. Like, I tried stylizing it. There's a great YouTube artist called Brother Baston who put this exercise up. It was draw 100 heads exercise. And like, his style was so unique. I loved his style. Like, I loved the way he drew. There was another artist called Kyle New who he was a comic artist, and it was so uniquely his. But I just couldn't make my anatomy stuff look unique. Or I think the time I would need to do it would be so long that I thought, no, I can't afford to spend years getting that good kind of thing. So I reassessed. But that's not to say that you can't do it. It's, you know, loads of people have done it. It was just, I couldn't do it for me. But then I went back to, which is how I got here. Like, the thing I enjoyed drawing the most, I love drawing graffiti. That's my favourite thing to draw. And I've always loved video game environments. And just specifically pixel art. I love pixel art, like the way that using a limited kind of colour palette and shape palette, you can make something so detailed and so sort of beautiful and pretty. And I thought, can I apply that to this kind of thing? It's why I like working with dot grids, because I like having that kind of, I suppose, assistance of, like, a blank sheet of paper can be a bit overwhelming for me. Like, I'm like, I've got an idea, but I just don't know where to start. Whereas a dot grid paper, I was like, right, I'll go there to there and there to there, and then maybe if I join that to that and colour this bit in, it kind of directs me a bit, and that's how I end up with all this stuff. But I think I've done this maybe long enough now that I can maybe start drawing some stuff without the use of the dot grid paper. We'll see. I'll try. I should try some of these challenges. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's taken a while to find my style. I kind of started of what do I like drawing. I kind of went back to that. What do I like? What do I like visually? And there was an artist who I stumbled upon called Peter Draws. Like, anyone who does kind of doodle art or sketch art. He's been doing it for years. Like, everyone knows who he is. Have I got any of his books nearby? I think I may have. Yeah. So he does, I would highly recommend him. So he does kind of drawings like this. I can never pronounce his surname. Peter Deligdish, he's called. So he does kind of doodles that kind of, it looks all kind of biomechanical and stuff. I'll try and find a good one. So stuff like that. Like, I love the aesthetic of that. I think it looks amazing. And the first few attempts I did at drawings, they kind of looked, the ones that I did kind of looked like cheap knockoffs of this. And I thought, I love the aesthetic of this, but it's not how I draw. Like, it's not, like, I wouldn't draw it like that. So I kind of moved away from it and kind of did my own style. But it took that kind of learning curve of, you know, obviously I wanted to be inspired by him, but I didn't want to copy his work exactly. But some of my works, again, looked a little bit like cheap knockoffs of his, and I didn't like that. So I tried something different, and there's a sketchbook. Here it is. So my early attempts at drawing this. So the very first drawing I did was that. I thought, let's just try some lines. And then, like, I did this kind of stuff, which was inspired by him, that kind of stuff. But there was a couple that I did. I mean, they're okay, they look okay, but like I say, that it didn't really feel like my own just yet. And there was one drawing that I did. Hey Daria, thanks for popping in. Looks crispy, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm drawing now. But no, it's good to see you. Thank you for popping in. But there was one drawing that I did that it's a piece of shit, but the idea was there, that the light bulb pinged in my head, and I went, I could do something like that. That's really my style. So it was this. So I think that drawing is horrendous, but the colours and the kind of idea of it made me think, oh, I could pull something from that. I mean, that one's all right. And then that's when I got the idea of kind of doing more stuff like this. Oh, thank you, Daria. Really appreciate it. Yeah, there were some decent pieces in there, but I just didn't feel like they were mine. Like, I felt like they were too close to kind of Peter's work, but just not as good as his. Like, Peter's work's like incredible, but it was too close to his, and it, you know, I couldn't kind of make it work. But I still get like inspired by his work today. Like, the way he draws, like, it seems like so free the way he draws, which is what I really liked. It's what inspired me to do all this. But I thought, can I kind of take the inspiration of how he draws and apply it to something that I love? So graffiti art, pixel art. Can I kind of mix it all together and make my own? And that seems to have been what's happened. But I don't know, I might go back to, I think I prefer drawing with sort of straight lines and at more angled shapes, but I don't know, well, I might go back to trying to draw more round and sort of curved shapes and things like that. I'm not sure, we'll see. Who's messaging me? What do you want? Oh, they're just photos. Excuse me, it's fine. That's how it grows out. Yeah, it's I think ever since I left uni, I've probably learned more about how to draw and how to be creative through watching and connecting with other artists. And just sort of seeing how they work, what they do. Like, it might just be something as simple as a colour, like a colour scheme. I'm like, oh, I love the way you've used those two colours together. Like, it might seem really simple, but it's just something that I've never thought of. Like some of Daria's work, who's in here now, like, her digital art's really, really cool. And like, it looks nothing like my work, but there's like sort of shapes or colours within it. I'm like, oh, I love that. And like, you can pick something from it and you can kind of get inspired by it and think, oh, I might do something like this. Like clouds, there's a few artists, I forget the names of at the minute, who do really good clouds. And they'll just be really simple shapes that you kind of don't see. But then when you kind of look at it, you're like, oh, if I just do that. Because clouds were something that really intimidated me at first. I was like, oh, they just seem too complicated. But then when you kind of look at how certain people do it, you think, oh, it's not... Yeah, I see what you've done now. I can do that. But I always like discovering new artists. I love watching the way people work and seeing what they do. My head is full of gunk. I think I've got 2 more Sudafed left. That's all I have. So I'm saving them for after I've done this. I was going to buy some more, but they're £5 a box. Like, I'm not spending £5 on some fucking Sudafed. That's ridiculous. I'll just pay 99p for some paracetamol. Job done. Your photos of your night out, by the way, Darry, looked awesome. That you put on Instagram, they look really, really good. Seems like you had a better night out than I did. I was struggling my balls off on Saturday. I went to Leeds for a friend's birthday to this gaming bar called Pixels. And it's like you go downstairs, so it's in this kind of basement. And what you do is you rent out a booth and you play like video games, like you get food and drink, like cocktails sent over. And we were playing like Bomberman and Mario Kart and stuff, which was really good fun. But because my sinuses are all clogged up, my face was on fire. And I found it so hard to concentrate. So I had to step outside for like half an hour just to cool my face down. And that was pretty much me the whole night. Like, I just struggled to put any booze away. It was grim. You're the most committed artist. Oh, thank you so much, Dario. Appreciate it. Cost $40. Fucking hell. I think, have I missed the first part of that? Did my taxes the other day and had to have it paid. Am I missing a bit there? Let me put my hand. I did my taxes the other day and to have it paid for from my refund, it cost $40. What's that for? Well, what was that for, Delirium Dreamers? So you... My question exactly. Just got randomly taxed. I was chatting to a friend about this, about all the stuff you can claim back on tax. I mean, it's got to work differently in the UK than it is in... You've put dollars there. I'm assuming that's US dollars, is it? And not Australian dollars or New Zealand dollars. But yeah, like... just claim as much back on your tax as you can. Like, if you need something for your job, even if it's like your telephone or, like, I don't know, your doorbell, or anything, just claim it back. It's like, well, I need this for my job, so put it under my taxes, please. I didn't think this drawing would take as long as it has, but it's all good. I've had fun chatting to people. I always enjoy my time on stream. I feel Dad won't be coming in today. Yeah, possibly. What time are we on? He normally doesn't get here till about 6-ish. What time are we on now? It's just gone 6. So he might be in the next 15 minutes or so. But like I said, I did start this one quite early. But it's good to, this is why I wanted to, even though I've got all the sort of admin or editing stuff to do, this is exactly why I wanted to just keep streaming and keep recording and all that sort of stuff. Because even today, like, I've got 2 new subscribers. You know, it's really, really good. It's just, you just chip away, like every stream you do, you might pick up a new sub, a new few likes, a new, just some more eyes on your work, and, you know, they get interested and you get chatting. So these 2 streams today, Mondays and Fridays, I'll always be doing. And it's always good to chat. Didn't I tell you, Winnie? As soon as you said it. How's it going, Dead Hand? I nearly messaged you directly to say that I was going to be starting this one earlier. Because I know you normally don't pop in till around 6. But to be honest, I've actually not got as much done as I thought I would. How much battery have I got left on my phone? Oh no, I've still got loads. I'm good. No, not at all, Delirium Jimmy. Thank you so much for popping in anyway. I normally start between half 5 and 6 UK time in the evening. On a Monday and a Friday. That's when I normally do these streams. This is a bit of a weird one because I moved this stream from Monday to Tuesday. That was like a one-off thing, but Monday and Friday are the days that I normally stream. And the days in between, like I'll be doing editing stuff or other drawings that I have to do. Oh, excuse me. But these are the times that I'm normally on. Like I stream this on YouTube, and I've only just started doing these streams on TikTok as well. But no, even if people just pop in for like 5 minutes just to say hello or drop a like or anything like that, I'm always grateful for people popping in. It's always good to chat. And it's always good, like when sort of people pop in who've never met each other before, and they say, you know, oh, you know, I'll go and check your stuff out, like yourself and Finn. That's always really cool. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And welcome back, Coob. I was just talking about your work, Coob. Telling the good people of TikTok about your superb work. You know what I've just thought now? Like this, I quite like this piece, but I'm thinking, am I going to have to background this fucking thing? No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. There's enough detail. I don't want to spoil yours. To check out my random amount of art. No, 100% Delirium. I'll absolutely be giving you a follow and all that sort of stuff. Always love checking out new artists. Your art would look great on a huge wall or board. Thank you, Daria. It's something I'd love to do. So the biggest, I don't know if you've seen these. So like the biggest size I've drawn on is A4. Well, it's 9 by 12 Bristol Strathmore card. So once all the shop and stuff, for all those on YouTube, have another look. So yeah, once all the shop and stuff's up, one of the first things I want to do after that is buy an A3 canvas and have a crack at acrylic paint pens, and then eventually go bigger. Like I've seen people, you know, where they've got those massive canvases and they turn them round. I'd love to have a crack on one of them. And to do like a mural. Is it a mural? Is that the right word? Like I've seen graffiti artists do big walls and stuff. I'd love to do that. But one step at a time. We'll get the old shop up first. Get some prints sold. Hopefully, please buy my prints. And if you really want to treat yourself, you can buy one of my originals. That's to everybody, by the way, not directed at you. To anyone who can. But yeah, I'd love to go and do a massive wall at the side of a building or something. That'd be amazing. I'd love to do that. Like I've always wanted to say, I'd love to work with spray cans. Like the picture when you were at, was it a gallery you were at, Daria? In Amsterdam. Like I follow a few artists who do that kind of, it's almost like calligraphy in like a mandala shape. And it's phenomenal. And I think for the most part they use spray paints. I'd love to learn how to use spray paints, like get used to the different cap sizes and colours and all that sort of stuff. You got a touch of cold, dead hand? Have you caught it from me? Mine's been that bad, I've shipped it all the way to you. Do not watch 1000. It is Miro, yeah. The Strap Museum of Street. Yeah, oh man. If I could get a piece up in that museum, holy swear words. Because I think I've seen pictures where you've been there before and it looked awesome. Like some of the work in there was just, it was a joke. Like it was so good. But it's one of those things again, like I'll think about, I could go to this art day, or I could go, you know, have my work up in a gallery and this, and it's like, yeah, you'll get there just one at a time, one thing at a time. But yeah, graffiti art is my favourite art in the world, and yeah, like when I get a bit more settled with everything, I'll continue working on my graffiti stuff. I think I follow about maybe 200 to 300 different graffiti artists on Instagram. I follow loads of them. $10. What? He's a graffiti artist on YouTube. $10. I will absolutely go and check him out if he is. No, not at all, Coob. Your artwork is brilliant. It should be seen by more people. It's so good. Yeah, QOOOB on YouTube. Go check him out. I think you'd like his music as well, Darry. He does. I think we've had this conversation before, haven't we, Coob? It's like it's electronic, synth, dark. Is it more dark synth? Would you say dark techno? I don't know. It's in and amongst that, because I know you're very much into your dance music, aren't you, Daria? Oh, God, I feel like my shoulders need to crack all the time. Such an old bastard. Your work fits there just right. Oh, thank you so much, Daria. Appreciate it. Oh, welcome back, Finn. Good to see you. Love graffiti. Yeah, I just think graffiti is... I first learnt about graffiti, was it in high school? I must have been year 11 and I first saw it. And then when I did graphic design at college, I learned more about it there, and I just loved manipulating letters because, like, basic is it your sans serif and your Arial and Impact, all the kind of normal boring fonts you'd find on like your Word documents and stuff. What I used to do is I'd write a word and then I'd like manipulate it and try and make shapes off it and just make it look a bit more interesting. And I really enjoyed doing that. But like I say, a lot of it stopped when I went to university because I was always in using 3D software. Like I never drew. Like I just did, for about maybe 5 years, I didn't draw anything. Instead, I was using keyframes to animate bouncing beach balls and shit like that. Dark synths with melancholy melodies is my bread and butter. Bread roll and butter. Yeah, there you go. Nice. 1000 is a YouTube graffiti artist. I would check him out. Or her. Is it him or her? I don't know. But yeah, any new graffiti stuff, I'm all over it. I'd say my favourite graffiti artist is either Dime or Digital Does. There's a few DR. I'll show you. Dime is ridiculous. I'll show you Dime's work. It's absolutely insane. This is when. And I'll show you. You'd be interested in this as well, Maria. So I got a book of calligraphy. I got this years ago as a birthday present from me to me. So this book here. You like this? And this inspired me to do a lot of work. So what's a good... This book is beautiful, by the way. So like stuff like that. That kind of stuff. I think... Like it's so nice. There was a piece in here that I saw. I think it might have been that. I think it was that one. That inspired me to do. Yeah, it's magic. And then Dime, who I don't even know how he does this. So yeah, so there you go. That's Dime working on canvassing, doing murals and stuff like that. And his work is so he can go from like ultra realistic drawings to his like 3D stuff. So that's kind of like his work. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I love it. But yeah, like he does massive murals like that. Like on the side of walls and stuff. Look at that. That's the dream, people. That is my dream. Does for me. Yeah, does is ridiculous, isn't it? If 1000, if I saw his work, I might recognise it, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Shapes and colours, exactly right, Handyman. Thank you for liking the live as well, appreciate it. Synthwave, it's basically like techno and 80s stuff. Yeah, basically. I absolutely love synthwave. I think it's awesome. But even though like rock and metal music are like my sort of, I suppose, my first love, like old school dance music I really like as well, like from the 90s especially. I think it's more like nostalgia. Like in the 90s it was huge in the UK, like when the film Kevin and Perry Go Large came out. There were some really good dance tunes on that. I just like music if it's good. Yeah, my sister used to do there was a big dance festival in the UK called Creamfields. My sister used to go to that. I would have liked to have gone to that, but I think I'm too old for festivals these days. I don't think I could do it. I'm eager to know what you think of this latest track. It's a bit more... I will certainly give you my feedback when I get round to listening to it. I always like listening to your new stuff. So when this one's finished, I'm going to do this as a print as well, because I'm really liking this one. 90s were big on the electronic. Prodigy are from... Yeah, Prodigy are amazing. I love the Prodigy. I was gutted when Keith Flint passed away. I was meant to go and see them. They were playing in Donny Dome, so Doncaster where I live. And I got asked to go and see them, but I wasn't able to go. And I was absolutely gutted. I'd say my favourite Prodigy tune is either Breathe or Invaders Must Die. It's one of those two. Yeah, Prodigy. I like Chemical Brothers as well. I think they're brilliant. I'm going to start with Three Body Problem. Once I've done it. Yeah, I've seen Three Body Problem being advertised on Netflix. Probably a long way down my list. What's this? Invitation to go... Oh, it went off. I just got an invitation from somebody. What does that mean? Chemical Brothers Galvanized. What a tune. That tune came out when it was my second year at uni? And my roommate used to play it all the time. Do 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 bow bow bow. Always in the kitchen. So because he was more into sort of that kind of dance, which I really liked, so it wasn't a problem. Then my other roommate used to play that System of a Down tune. I forget the name of it. It's that, hey ma, look at me rocking out, I'm on the radio. So it was those two tunes almost every morning getting played. God, that brings back memories, that tune. That the album, it's like a blue cover, isn't it? I forget the name of the album. Yeah, but Galvanise is an absolute banger of a tune. Let Forever Be is one of my favourite Chemical Brothers tunes. It's a bit hippy-dippy for them, but it's just very pleasant, I think. I've not listened to any of my Chemical Brothers albums for flipping years. Oh, you've got me in the mood to listen to them now. Yeah, Breathe is an absolute tune. Breathe with me. So much nostalgia in these tunes as well. Like I was either at college or at school, and they were like the songs that people were putting on. Star Guitar's another one that I really like from Chemical Brothers. Me and some friends wanted to make a parody of Smack My Bitch Up. We're planning on making a music video. It would be called Smack My Pizza. That's got Weird Al Yankovic vibes, that has. What did he do? Was it Beat It? And was it Eat It? He's a legend, that Al Yankovic. Smack My Bitch Up to me is just, I'll never not have the image of Kevin and Perry. Was it Perry who does it? Who just walks into their kitchen and just goes, smack my bitch up. And it, yeah, that just always gets me. Yeah, Kevin and Perry Go Large. That was like one of the soundtracks you had to have in the 90s. Some absolute belters on there. This drawing's taking beeping ages. Why didn't this drawing take as long? That one didn't take as long. Have to go, Jimmy. Keep up your colourful stuff. No worries, Daria. Thank you so much for popping in. Always nice to see you. Nice chatting. Thank you so much. I'll keep up my colourful self. Time for a smoothie and Rocket League. Take care, everyone. No worries, Cube. You go and drop some bombs on Rocket League. Thank you again for popping back. I'll let you know when I've listened to your new song. Looking forward to it. I know I've been chatting a lot on this stream, but normally I'd have more done than this, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, my ears feel like they need to pop really badly. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to 50. There was a sketchbook I found online, really fancy sketchbook of plain paper. And I think I'm going to start doing, like, I'll get that and start doing drawings in that sketchbook. Well, in fact, no, I won't. I'll check how thick the paper is, because this is quite thick paper, which is why I'm able to scan it. And the fact that it's white and the paper's white and it's just black, black ink. But I'll check out the other sketchbook I was going to do and I'll fill that. I know it was a bit of an addiction of mine for a little while getting new sketchbooks, but I've kind of calmed it down. Well, a lot of the sketchbooks I have now, I bought this one quite a long time ago, and again, the reason I started this little streaming thing was because I thought, well, I don't want to just have a sketchbook lying around with nothing in it. I'll find a reason to fill it. The other sketchbooks I've got, they've all got like a purpose. The ones I've bought recently, like the scrapbooks I've got, they're for scribbling down ideas. I had 2 sketchbooks specifically for recording time-lapse videos in. So they all had a purpose, and one day I will fill them all. It's just going to take a very, 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 very long time, but it's fine. Yeah, I'll see how I feel after this is finished, and I might stream some Zelda afterwards. Well, I might have a little break first, and then I'll stream some Zelda later on. See how I feel. I was going to stream some yesterday, but I felt too shit, so I just thought, nah, I'm just going to chill. But yeah, I found these really fancy looking sketchbooks. As in, the cover looks really fancy. I don't know how nice they are from the outside. Who am I kidding? I can't smoothie and drive. Welcome back again, Coob. Nah, it's all good. I mean, hey, I'd rather you be here than on Rocket League, so I'm not going to complain, am I? What smoothie have you got? Get rid of that. Crap. Finn, thank you for the likes again on TikTok. Appreciate it. If you are interested, Finn, I'm streaming this on YouTube as well. The link to that should be in my profile, providing TikTok hasn't been annoying and switched it to my old YouTube page, which it seems to do frequently. Blueberry, love blueberry. Blueberry is lovely. I think we're going the distance on this stream, aren't we? What's my battery? 22. No, we're good. We're good. No, don't apologise at all, Finn. Get some grub in you. Always important to get some food. Me and my daughter ate earlier, so we're all set for food today. Maybe just a quick dinner. Christ knows what I'm going to make tomorrow. If I had to rank the best berries, probably go for raspberry. Yeah, but I do love a bit of blueberry. Blueberry and raspberry are good. Do you make them from scratch, or is it like a pre kind of mix that you've got, like over here you can get those like bags of like frozen berries and stuff. Blueberry ice cream. Never had blueberry ice cream. Doesn't appeal to me. When you get an ice cream, I'm not in it for the fruit. It's like strawberry, I guess, is a bit sweeter, but no. Chocolate, caramel, all that kind of business. Yeah, give me all that. Yeah, sounds bang on that. Many moons ago, I used to get those sort of mixes. Tried it with banana mixed in, but it just found it ruined the berries. Oh, thank you for sharing the live thing. Appreciate it. Yeah, for anyone else listening and watching in, I do stream video video games as well. That's always on an evening though. I'm currently playing Ocarina of Time, which I'm streaming. Oh, there's the dinger. The fuel warning light for my phone is just switched on. We are running low on time, but I've got enough of this done that I'm all right with it. Like if the stream were to cut off now, I'm like, yeah, I've got enough done, it's good. But I am going to keep going because I'm having fun and I think I can make this look better. But what was I saying? Yeah, I stream video games as well, so if you're into that kind of thing. I'd like to start streaming Clone Hero videos because I really, really like Guitar Hero. I spent many an hour at uni playing that. It's one of those things though, like even though I can play almost anything expert, I don't feel worthy until I'm able to do Through the Fire and Flames on it, which I cannot do. Too hard. Because I haven't learnt the skill of tapping. One day though. I'm off again, sorry. No worries, Coob. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Made an absolute tit of that line, didn't I? Oh, you fool. It is uni. It is taking its time. It's not the most complex one I've done either. I don't know why it's taken. I know I've been chatting and showing books and sketchbooks and stuff, but even the drawing itself just feels like it's taken ages. I don't know if it's like I've been slow. Like the longest drawing the one that's taken the longest ever is this one. That smegger there. Yeah, that one took 2.5 hours. I don't know why that took so long. I think it's because I've tried to go like ultra intricate with it. This one's been like, that one seems more intricate, but it didn't take as long. But I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Was I the first one? Oh, I can't remember who was. What the hell's under that? Get off. Yeah. Like I say, like on Friday I'll be back on normal time. I'll be starting the stream at probably 5:30. That's usually the time I try and start. But it's always between 5:30 and 6. I'll get my chores and stuff in order before then. But no, with this one, I like the fact that I'm at the point where this could be easily classed as finished, but I'm just going to keep going with it because I like it. Yeah, I've heard Godzilla Kong is a bit pony. I don't know how arsed I am about it. I thought the first Godzilla of the new batch, was it 2014 that one was made? I quite enjoyed that one. I thought Kong Island was fun. I don't think I've seen any others. In fact, I'm almost positive I've not seen any others, and I don't think I give a shit. I just don't think I'm arsed. I'm weirdly like that with Planet of the Apes. Like, they seem like a group of films that I should really enjoy. I've seen the first one. I thought that was pretty good. But for some reason, even though I have heard the others are good, I just don't have a burning desire to see any of them. I don't know why. Which is strange for me because I'm very much a big action fan. Don't know what it is. Just don't have a overwhelming desire to go out of my way and see any of them. It's overwhelmingly positive, but yeah, it's with films like that, it's like they don't really know what they want to do with it. Like, do they want to ground it in realism? Like, what would happen if a monster like that actually did appear? Is it going to be like an oversized action film? I don't know. A good film for that is Pacific Rim, because Pacific Rim I thought was really good because they knew exactly what they wanted to do with that. Load of big robots, load of big monsters, and they just go and punch each other. Yeah. Don't need to know anything more about that. I am in. Sold. When you see one of the Jaegers just pick up a massive container ship and twat a monster around the face with it, I'm like, yeah, sold. I'm all over that. Give me a bit of that. Yes. 100%. I think that's where they messed up with the Predator, AVP, is it Requiem? Alien vs Predator 2. I remember the trailer for that looking amazing, and it was the biggest shower of shite ever. It was like Hollyoaks meets AVP. It was just, ugh, get it away. Get it away from me. It is hard though, like if with an action film, like if you're bringing in like a supernatural element or a monster element, it is really hard to get that balance, that mix correct. Like, I have heard with the new one, like the human element of it kind of ruins it. Again, obviously I don't know because I've not seen it, but that's just what I've heard. That's what I've read. The first cut was too much human. It's a good enough balance. Okay. Yeah, I do agree with you about the 2014 was too much human. I didn't mind it though because it was a bit of a different spin. But I do agree that maybe there was a bit too much people, not enough Kong. Or sorry, not enough Godzilla. I thought Kong Island actually got it probably balance-wise. I think that one probably got it the best. Sort of the best mix of it all. And I actually really enjoyed that film. I thought it was good fun. Think I am going to leave that there. I might, in fact, what I might do is I might just do a couple of these. Shall I do some dots? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh! It was more of a redemption for that. Do you know what? I didn't mind the 98 one because it was stupid. Because I don't mind films like that. I think there's a very 90s feel about a lot of films like that. And I think I can kind of look back at them and think, do you know what? They're just enjoyable silliness. Like, if you're like, I suppose if you're a hardcore Godzilla fan, then that film is obviously miles away from what you're used to with Kong. But I don't know. As just a pure piece of entertainment, I had fun with it. But yeah, there we are, people. We are finished. We have done this one. And I will probably do this as a print because I'm nice like that. But thank you so much to everyone who joined. All the regulars on the YouTubes, Deadhand, Koo, Booney. Thank you so much for popping in. Always like chatting to you fellas. On TikTok, Finn, thank you so much for all the likes and the shares. I really, really appreciate it. It does mean a lot. And for the follows as well. Daria, always nice to see you popping in. Lovely to chat. Oh, shit. Handyman, thank you for popping in. Delirium Dreamer, thank you so much for following and all the likes and popping in as well. I had fun with this one. It was nice chatting. I had fun drawing. It was good to be back after a couple of weeks, or a week, or however long off I had. Yeah, keep a lookout on TikTok for gaming and stuff. I probably won't be drawing that much this week because I'm just going to try really hard to get all the editing finished and the printing stuff done. The next time I'll be live on TikTok and YouTube for drawing stuff will be Friday between 5:30 and 6 UK time. You're so welcome. Have I been here the whole time? Maybe. But no, really, thank you very much to everyone. It does mean a lot. And like I say, I'll add this to the collection of prints that I'll make available. But until then, all of you have a very, very pleasant week. And If I see you on the gaming stream, I'll see you there. If not, I hope to see you all Friday. Have a very good week. And I'll catch you later.